After spending some time in one of the most beautiful islands in Brazil, it's time to get moving, otherwise we are gonna have strong winds straight on our noses. And if we leave now, we can make in time for an awesome event with friends, great food and lots of culture. And all of that right in the region where the Brazilian colonization started over 500 years ago. I'm Roberta.
And I'm Duca.
And after 2 years bringing the sailboat that was neglected for over 22 years back to life, it's finally time to start exploring.
So don't forget to subscribe and to join us every Sunday for a new episode. Just like when we came, even though there's a little bit of wind, we can sail, we need to leave the engine on because there are so many whales. The closest we are from the island, the more whales it has, so we need to unfortunately leave the engine on. Just for these next 2 crossings.
I can see 2 already, right on our bow. The thing is that they don't like the noise of the engine, so they go away and it's better for the boat.
That's what we believe.
They say that nobody knows actually, they believe it happens. There's a fragata right here. We have company, babe. Fragatas are trying to get our wind sensor. I don't know what to do. Hi.
Oh, 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 oh.
It worked. They went away. Phew.
Great news.
The fragatas, they don't dive really deep, so they steal the food from other birds. So I think they think we have food on the top of the mast and they are trying to get anything from there. Leaving abrolhos.
With the small genoa, we raise 1 knot of our boat speed.
Need to change direction because there are 3 whales on our way.
Just insane. There are 2 here, 1 there. Just like everywhere you see, there are more. They say usually when they have more than 2-3 whales together, it's because a lot of males are fighting over a female, and when that happens, they are unpredictable. You never know if they're gonna do a sharp turn and go to another direction, and that's a really big danger for boats because they can just hit the boat somehow. That's like a minefield. I see at least 4 right now around. If they jump on the boat, we can lose the mast, we can sink the boat. I mean, so much can happen.
4.
There are like 4 water sprays at the same time. One next. Ooh, that's a fight. Let's run away. All the space we gained from the continent, now we lost. We're just like going towards the land. That's not good.
Today's yard is amazing.
We change the backyard every day, and every day is a different surprise, and this one today is just, it's unbelievable to be in the middle of a minefield of whales. I never thought I would do that, and that's just crazy.
Let's make this love last till Valentine's. Let's spend this night together. Let this fire burn inside our hearts. Let us soak in all the pleasure.
The night's so bright today. It's amazing. We can see our friends there, we can see everything.
It's basically daylight. So cool.
How is the shift going?
Now it's dinner shift. After dinner, we wait for half an hour, and then we start like 2 and 2 hours, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's not strictly 2 hours. If we are really tired, we call the other earlier, but usually 2 hours. Pretty good. And by the way, I'm really proud of Roberta because we are doing shifts, just the 2 of us, and it's been working so good, and that's just so awesome.
It's my watch right now. Okay, it's sleeping. It's like 2:30 in the morning. The moon is already on the other side. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, the moon is there. To the port side, there are a lot of fishing boats around, but we are far away. We are planning on getting there around 7 a.m.
Have a good rest.
Thank you.
That's my shift now, and I mean that's the last shift because I see lights everywhere already. That's crazy. You know, you go to bed and then when you come back there are like boats around, city around, everything. So we are supposedly gonna arrive in like, I would say 2 hours, but we already see a lot of lights. That's pretty cool. So I need to keep an eye for that fishing boat right there and another one on the other side, and all good. Soon we're gonna arrive. Morning. Beautiful day today. The night was beautiful, but the day is also, check this out, so awesome. Again, one more successful crossing so far. I mean, the tricky part is yet to come. The place we're gonna go now, we need a local to guide us through the channel, otherwise we might hit a sandbank because there is no charting for that area and there is no, you know, marks on the channel. We are gonna get there on the really low tide, and that means for our friends they're right behind, the draft they have is like really close to the sandbank. For us it's fine, we have like 1 meter draft, but for them it's tricky, so we're gonna meet the guy there and then we decide if he goes in or if he waits for longer. We'll see, but for now let's just enjoy this beautiful sunrise.
Pilot's here already. It's the white boat. I don't know how this works as I never needed to use this system.
Me neither.
Getting on the shallow areas. There's a regata in Brazil that goes from Recife to Fernando de Noronha, and a lot of people are going from southern Brazil to Recife right now, and a lot of people that are gonna participate of this regata are gonna stop here this week, so we are gonna meet these people. It's gonna be so cool. And here we are, New Anchorage. It seems that as we have 1 meter of draft, we can anchor close to the beach.
And just like that, another successful crossing. It's so cool. I mean, like, it's even hard to express how happy I am that we managed to do crossings, just the two of us. Yeah, it's not that we don't like to have other people aboard. We love to have other people aboard, but
sometimes it's not possible to have people as we don't have schedule.
And also knowing that we can do it by ourselves, we are free. Like we feel that we can go anywhere, anytime we want, and that's so awesome. So we are excited to explore a new place.
As the forecast predicted, the north wind arrived. And Duca made a tent here.
Check this new cockpit. We have shade because it's really hot today, so we have a proper shade. And we are lucky that we arrived earlier because this wind would be straight on our nose, so we did good.
Now we are going to land to explore the little town. Not a public pier, but they have like an agreement that we can park the dinghy there.
Yeah, the problem about these places in the northeast of Brazil is that the tide varies way too much. So it's always a problem where to leave the dinghy, because if you leave the dinghy on the dry, then suddenly there's like 2 meters of water and it's just tricky to. So here is like the floating dock and we can use it. Thanks so much, you guys are awesome. And now we can just walk around the city. I'm the guide. I love that here is like just like ground, no pavement or anything.
Here is the place that the players from the World Cup from Germany stay in this area.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Drone mission.
With all my heart, I love you, dear, I do.
I'm I'm cooking with all the food we have left, and that's what we have for today.
Cabbage, beans, cauliflower, onions,
Mustard and honey,
mustard and honey.
cheese.
Enough.
It's a lot of food.
See ya.
Time to go explore.
Yeah, we are gonna take a ride with our friend's boat and go to the next town. That's a bigger town. He's gonna transport us to the town because it's really shallow. The river is really hard to know where the sandbanks are. So he asked if we wanna go with him. And yes, we do wanna go. So let's go.
This is our ride.
Isn't this a cool boat?
30 days after leaving Portugal, the Portuguese landed in this place named Porto Seguro, today Santa Cruz Cabralha, in Bahia. The history of the city mixes with the history of the colonization of Brazil by Portuguese. Before the Portuguese, the region was inhabited by Tupiniquins Indians. There are still some Tupiniquins tribes in the region.
Wow.
Seems that this is the place when people arrive in Brazil, they arrive here,
That's
in this place.
old town. Welcome to Cabralha. So the mission of the day is to find a underwater light, because if we get a fishing net during the night, we need to have an underwater light.
We need to have an underwater.
Yeah, and our underwater light's not working, so we need to buy a new one. And supposedly there's a small shop in town, so let's see if we can find.
They don't have it.
I think Roberta matches with her new dress. Check this out.
It used to be Duca's mom's dress.
You're not supposed to say that. Thanks, Mom. Good morning.
Morning.
I woke up at 2, maybe 3, with the cold front arriving, because we had, I think it was like a cyclone in Brazil, but we are far north now, so the cyclone didn't hit here really hard, but the wind came from south, and from south we face the... I'm gonna show you outside so you understand better. So far we did good. That boat right there dragged twice already, and I just sat here 3 in the morning watching his maneuver. If he needed help, I would just go with the dinghy and help him, but it was fine. He just took off the anchor a little bit further. And for us the problem was this boat, because there is a fishing boat right there. So that boat came during the night and it's really close, so I was scared that the boat would drag and come hit us and then we would drag. It's never good, you know. For now we just need to stick with the watch and, you know, keep an eye to see if everything's okay. The weather is gonna be like this for a few days now. I believe everything's gonna be okay. It's rainy, but it's fun. A lot of friends around. The food is gonna be awesome. The only problem is that we are afraid that the fishing boat is gonna hit odd. Half an hour ago, the canoe behind the fishing boat hit odd and took, like, you know, a piece like this big of our orange side of the boat. It's not good.
So here is a reception that the city is doing for the sailors that are here.
Yeah, because there is a big regatta on the north of Brazil, and a lot of people is going north on the Brazilian coast, and as they pass by here, they're like, no, you guys need to stop, and we're gonna do a stopover. We're gonna have a big party for you guys arranged in the 12th of July, so that's today.
So there is musician playing,
Capoeira.
there is capoeira being played. Here in this region there is a lot of Indians, so there is an Indian guy to represent the region.
Yeah. And the food's gonna be awesome.
The food's gonna be awesome. Before we enjoy the party, I want to welcome Mark to our Patreon family.
I literally never seen this amount of ribs at once. 21 coral ribs. Just for this amount of... It's gonna be like every 3 people eat one entire rib.
I think the whole city is gonna be here.
Sejam bem-vindos à Cabrária.
Em nome aqui da parcela significante da flotilha de veleiros oceânicos do Brasil, a gente queria agradecer essa calorosa recepção. Os nossos amigos que não tiveram oportunidade de estarem aqui conosco estão morrendo de inveja. Muito obrigado.
E mostrar um pouco da nossa cultura, né? Nada melhor do que celebrar com capoeira na Bahia, né?
Oi, boa noite pra quem? Boa noite. Boa noite. Oi, bom dia pra quem? Bom dia.
Maculelê is a folk dance originally practiced by blacks from Bahia and simulates a fight with wooden sticks. The origin of maculelê is linked to the sugarcane production farms at the time of colonial Brazil. In a greater degree of difficulty and daring, you can dance with machetes instead of sticks. This Brazilian dance became one of the Brazilian culture manifestations. Few symbols represent Brazil as much as capoeira. The mixture of dancing, fighting, martial arts, music carries the culture of the country to the whole world. Capoeira was born during the time of slavery in Brazil. 3 to 5 million Africans were brought to work mainly in agriculture, mining, or domestic services. Capoeira was at that time a form of struggle and resistance for slaves. Forbidden from practicing any type of fight, they masqueraded the combat movements with music and dance, creating capoeira. In addition to being an exercise that develops motor coordination, improves heart rate, muscle development, fat burning, as well as flexibility and physical resistance. And also, it's really nice to watch. Well, the idea was to move today to another Anchorage, but as we didn't go, we are going to the beach. Nice day out. I already washed some clothes. The plan for tomorrow?
Just checking the place because tomorrow we need to cross on this channel, and right now it's easy to see the reef right there, but when you come on the high tide you won't see the sandbank, you won't see the reef, so we are gonna follow a local.
Actually, we are gonna follow the pilot again.
Now it's easy because we are seeing the reef. On the high tide we won't see the reef, and everyone else, all our friends are leaving on the high tide because they have a keel. We don't have a keel.
We are kind of cold, so we are going back to the boat.